Allah's throne is above His creation, and Allah is above His throne. He is beyond, above and beyond the creation. He is not mixed up inside of His creation. A very important concept, because the belief that Allah is everywhere, inside of everything, this is the foundation of idolatry. Those who worship idols, who have philosophized their worship, will tell you, I am not worshipping this idol that you see. Ganesh, the elephant head god of the Hindus. I am not worshipping this object that you see. I am worshipping Brahman, the one God who is everywhere and who pervades everything. But at the time of my worship of this idol that you see, that God Brahman becomes concentrated in the idol. So I'm worshipping Brahman who is concentrated in the idol and not the idol. That is what they say. Those who have delved into the religion, who know the depths of it, this is their argument. Of course, the common Hindu, if you ask him, he says, I worship Ganesh because whenever I worship him, my prayers are answered. Yeah, it's the idol. I don't have a problem with that. When I pray to Ganesh, what I pray for, my prayers are answered. That's his answer. He doesn't go into philosophy. But those who are more educated, the yogis, their sheikhs, the sheikhs will give you this explanation of the essence of their worship. So when one says Allah is everywhere, one supports their idolatry. One supports and promotes the idea that Allah is mixed up inside of His creation. And that leads ultimately to the claim that Allah and His creation are one. What is known as Wahdatul Wujud, or monism. This is an idea which was propagated by Ibn Arabi al-Andalusi from the 13th century, who made this claim. Everything, why are you worshipping anyone outside of yourself? Allah is in me, Allah is in you. There's no need to worship any external being. You can worship yourself, because you are Allah. Muslim, to the hadith of Muawiyah ibn al-Hakam, who had slapped his slave girl in the face because some of the sheep that she was guarding were stolen by a wolf. And he went to Prophet Muhammad ﷺ to find out what he could do as atonement for this evil deed which he had done, slapping her in the face. And the Prophet ﷺ told him to bring her. He asked, can I free her? He said, bring her. And when he brought her, he asked her, Ayn Allah, where is Allah? And she said, Fis sama, above the heavens. And he said, Waman ana, and who am I? And she said, Anta Rasulullah, you are the messenger of Allah. And he turned to Muawiyah ibn al-Hakam and said to him, A'tiqha fa innaha mu'mina. Free her because she is a true believer. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ confirmed her statement that Allah is above the heavens as proof of the correctness of her faith.
Where is Allah? Is He everywhere? No, He is not. This is a statement that could reach a person to void his Islam. Allah Azza wa Jal is on His throne, is over His throne, on the seventh heaven, and subhanahu wa ta'ala is not in need of any of His creation, and Allah Azza wa Jal cannot be incubated or surrounded by any of His creation, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah was there and there was nothing created, subhanahu wa ta'ala. He does not need anything. To say that Allah is everywhere like a lot of the ignorance do, those ignorance we have to speak to them and clarify it to them, because they don't know. But if someone knows the verses of the Quran and the hadith of the Prophet, the overwhelming evidences that states that Allah Azza wa Jal is over His throne, when the Prophet said to the Jariyah, to the young slave girl, where is Allah? She says, in the heavens. And who am I? She says, you are the Prophet of Allah. He told her master, set her free, she's a believing woman. When Allah Azza wa Jal tells us that to Allah Azza wa Jal goes up the good words, and from Him comes down the decrees. When we say Subhana Rabbi al-A'la, all of these tell you, and when the angels descend from the heavens and they go up to the heavens, and Allah Azza wa Jal is on top of all of that. All of this is overwhelming evidences, and so many more, that Allah Azza wa Jal is not everywhere. And those who say everywhere, Allah is everywhere, yeah, think for a while. Yani, when I go, may Allah Azza wa Jal's name be exalted, when I go to the toilet, when I go to the bathrooms, when I'm in the sewer, Allah is there? How are you crazy? Allah Azza wa Jal is greater than all what you can comprehend or understand. So you have to believe that this statement is blasphemy, to say that Allah Azza wa Jal is everywhere.
غرباء 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 غرباء